God hears the sigh that no one else hears. The Bible says in Psalm 38, verse 9, "Lord, all my desire is before thee, and my groaning is not hid from thee." This psalm rises from a deeply afflicted heart. King David is speaking from a heart burdened with pain, aware of its need, and in need of the mercy of God. That is why this word touches the person who cannot always explain what they feel, but needs to remember that God truly hears them. When it says, "Lord," it begins with a clear direction of the soul. Pain does not remain lost in silence. It becomes a search. The believer may be broken, weary, or confused, but still knows to whom to cry. When it says, "All my desire," it speaks of what the heart longs for, needs, hopes for, and cannot always express with words. There are requests that come out in prayer, but there are also burdens the heart cannot express. God knows both. When it says, "And my groaning is not hid from thee," it reveals a precious truth. God understands even what does not manage to become a sentence. He hears the sigh of the weary person, the tear that falls in secret, the groaning born from a deep burden, and the prayer that can barely come out. There are moments when pain does not produce long speeches, but silence. There are days when the heart does not know how to order its words, but God does not need perfect explanations to understand the need of the soul. This word teaches that no sincere sigh is lost to God. What others do not see, God knows. What others do not understand, God discerns. What the heart does not know how to say, God understands and treats with mercy. Therefore, when you lack strength to pray, do not think that God has stopped hearing you. Sometimes the soul does not shout, it only sighs, and even that sigh reaches the God who knows the weight, the wound, and the need. When your heart no longer finds words, what will your cry to the Lord be? Write in the comments, "Lord, hear my sigh." Jarasar of God.